What's going on, Raptors Nation? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. And we learned a lot of interesting stuff today via Shams, who did put out his latest article for The Athletic. And he talked at large about the whole Pascal Siakam situation. And he also mentioned some other valuable tidbits on the Toronto Raptors. So in this one, we're going to take a look at what Shams said. Before we do that, guys, please hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs. So if you can help us hit that, that would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to dive right into it. The main takeaways from Shams' recent article are as follows. He mentions that the Raptors are, of course, eligible to sign Siakam to a maximum contract extension of 4 years at least $192 million. Thus far, though, there have been no substantive conversations surrounding an extension. He also goes on to say that several teams have shown interest in pursuing Siakam via trade over the past 3 months, but the external market has been tempered due to the fact that Siakam would not extend with the team that trades for him. And then he mentions that the Hawks have been the strongest suitor and that the Hawks offered a package centered around DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, and draft compensation, but the Raptors essentially wanted more. For now, trade talks between the Hawks and the Raptors are at a complete pause. Siakam could remain without an extension through the deadline, which is very interesting that Shams mentions in his article. And Siakam and Gary Trent Jr., who is also extension eligible, will become unrestricted free agents next summer. The Raptors could offer Anunoby an extension in October, but it is capped around $117 million over 4 years. He can also become an unrestricted free agent next summer if he declines a $19.9 million player option. So my main takeaways to this is it does appear that the Raptors will begin the 2023-2024 season with Siakam on the roster, but without extending him. So that is the part that is interesting, because Shams does mention too that it could remain that way, Pascal Siakam not getting an extension through the deadline. So that looks like the Raptors are willing to let this thing play out once again, similar to how the Fred VanVleet situation was played out. And the Raptors wanted more from a deal for Pascal Siakam, and this to me suggests that the Raptors could simply just wait this thing through and see if they are able to get a more compelling deal for Pascal Siakam around the trade deadline, when trade talks will definitely heat up once again. So it looks like the Raptors will play the long-term game, and my take to that is just I hope the Raptors have a plan this time around and that their patience doesn't burn them again. Remember, the Raptors had expectations that they were going to run it back, bring back VanVleet, but then VanVleet got paid big time by the Rockets. He leaves in free agency for nothing. The last thing you want to have happen is Pascal Siakam leaving for absolutely nothing. And then some other interesting tidbits outside of the Siakam stuff. Gary Trent Jr. It was reported, I believe, towards the end of June that there were some talks between the Raptors and Gary Trent Jr. to get an extension done. That has not happened. As of right now, Gary Trent Jr. is expected to be an unrestricted free agent. And then OG Anunoby can join Siakam and Gary Trent Jr. as well if the Raptors and he don't get a deal done. OG Anunoby is able to get an extension by the Raptors in October. So if the Raptors don't extend Anunoby and then he declines his player option, he too will be an unrestricted free agent. So we'll see what the Raptors do. Like I said, I hope they have a plan for all of this, but it's a very interesting time in Raptors land. The Raptors still not making it clear what their long-term plans are. Do they envision a rebuild? Do they envision a quick fix? Damian Lillard's name has come up, although that seems to be very unlikely at this point that the Raptors somehow get in on the Damian Lillard sweepstakes. They could potentially be a dark horse, but I just don't see that happening. So it looks like the Raptors will run this team as is, and we will continue to monitor the Pascal Siakam situation as the season progresses. But Raptors Nation, what is your take, your reaction to the recent article, recent information we learned from Shams' piece? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. That is it for me. This is Luca signing off, and until next time, stay safe.